that we will be issuing a 1-for-1 stock dividend of a new AMC preferred equity unit to our existing common shareholders as of the dividend date of August 19 later this month. This is a major step forward for AMC. In my view, probably the biggest favorable development for our company in all of calendar year 22, both looking back and looking ahead. Looking at the long-term future of our company, we believe this is truly great news for AMC and not such good news for those prophets of doom who may be rooting against us. Indeed, I just spoke with someone I greatly respect at the Wall Street Journal who saw our stock dividend announcement. He told me it was a, quote, genius move, unquote. Somehow I don't think the Journal is going to actually print that, but that is what he said. Earlier this year, I said that AMC intended to take important and bold steps to strengthen our company and to address some of the grievances that many of our shareholders voiced repeatedly in social media and in other forums. I also said, though, that the art form of leading a company is complex and one as much in the spotlight as AMC is knowing what to do and knowing what not to do, knowing when to do it and knowing when not to do it. I commented previously that, in my opinion, we should patiently wait until at least the posting of AMC's second quarter 2022 financial results. I did know, after all, that Top Gun Maverick and Jurassic World Dominion were coming. Well, we posted those results today, and in our minds, those results are incredibly encouraging as we show dramatically increasing attendance and increasing revenues, along with positive adjusted EBITDA, so very much improved versus the same quarter last year. As I said before on this call, thank you, Tom Cruise. So, as a result, AMC shareholders, I am happy to report to you that today we pounce. With the backdrop of AMC's Q2 favorable earnings in the second quarter, it is now time for us to take decisive and even valorous action. Look up that word in the dictionary, valorous. Today, we announced that later this month, AMC will be creating a new class of securities and will be issuing an AMC preferred equity unit stock dividend payable only to holders of our 516,820,595 issued and outstanding company-issued common shares. This includes all of our U.S. and all of our international shareholders as well. We will issue these new AMC preferred equity units on a 1-for-1 basis. Investors will get one AMC preferred equity unit for each AMC common share that they own as of the record date in mid-August. Along with our common shares, which trade now and will continue to trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol AMC, this new AMC preferred equity unit also will be a tradable security. It also will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange starting on August 22, 2022, under the ticker symbol APE. Yes, APE. APE as in AMC, A, preferred, P, equity, E. APE, APE. And informally, we will now refer to our two New York Stock Exchange listed securities as shares for the common stock and as APEs for the AMC preferred equity units. For a variety of reasons, a dividend distribution in just about any form has been a long-standing request from our investor base. Today, we answered that call. So too, this issuance of 516,820,595 new APEs will essentially serve the same purpose as a much-voiced request for a, quote, share count, unquote, as the new AMC preferred equity units will only go to holders of company-issued and outstanding AMC common shares. Again, today, we answered the call. Because the dividend is only being distributed to our current shareholder base as of the dividend record date, there also is no dilution from this initial issuance of the APEs associated with this stock dividend. Because these new APEs all go and only go to holders of company-issued AMC common shares. The number of issued and outstanding AMC commercial shares will remain unchanged at 516,820,595 after the dividend is paid. But of course, each shareholder also will own one APE for every share of AMC common stock held. So, as of August 22, there also will be another 516,820,595 APEs issued and outstanding. Think of this as being very similar to a 2-for-1 stock split, except that in a stock split, an investor would get 2 shares of new common stock for each 1 old common share owned. In the AMC case being announced today, however, given that this is a preferred equity stock dividend, an investor would own 1 share and 1 APE in lieu of owning just 1 common share. Since this stock dividend being announced today is like a stock split, it's logical to assume that once a dividend is issued on August 22nd, the price of our common shares will fall. Vitally, however, and I cannot repeat this enough, for each owned share, investors would not own only a single share, but would own instead a share and an APE. So their economic interest in AMC, which is now just 1 share, would instead be the price of a share plus the price of an APE, both of which will trade on the New York Stock Exchange. And while no one's crystal ball can accurately predict stock market swings or volatility, the economic interest that our shareholders will have in both shares and APEs will be in a company that we believe to be considerably stronger than AMC is now prior to this announcement being made this afternoon. The issuance of APEs is made possible given the previously and repeatedly announced approval by AMC shareholders back in 2013 that the creation and issuance of AMC preferred stock could occur solely at the AMC Entertainment Board of Directors' future discretion. While each APE is designed to have the same rights as a common share and can convert into a share of common stock, that conversion decision is still solely up to our shareholders. Conversion can only take place if at a future stockholders meeting, the company proposes and shareholders, including APE holders, vote to approve the authorization of additional common shares. That is still our shareholders' call to make down the road. Or not. It's up to them. But here is probably the most important thing of all in this announcement about the creation of APEs today. With the creation of APEs, AMC is deeply and fundamentally strengthening our company. We already have shareholder approval in hand, such that our board could decide we can issue more APEs in the future above and beyond those going out with this initial dividend. Given the flexibility that being able to issue more APEs will give us, we believe that we would handily be able to raise money, if we so choose, which immensely lessens any survival risk as we continue to work our way through this pandemic to recovery and transformation. Rather than having to worry about survival, the flexibility accruing to us from APES can instead let us continue our efforts to try instead for AMC to thrive and to soar. This new AMC preferred equity provides AMC with a currency that can be used in the future to further strengthen our balance sheet, including by paying down some of our debt and other liabilities. It also gives us the ability to seek additional shareholder value enhancing and potentially transformative investment opportunities. I believe that all of this makes AMC vastly, and I mean vastly, stronger. And anything that moves AMC so far forward in a single step is bad news. Bad, bad, bad news for those who wish us harm. Having said all of that, there are a myriad of details and cautions related to our announcements today. So I strongly urge investors, carefully read our press releases and our SEC filings on these matters, which are incorporated herein by reference. To celebrate this milestone and as a token of our appreciation for our shareholders' continued support, we also will be offering a free I Own APE NFT to all existing AMC Investor Connect members and to new members joining by August 31, 2022. Incidentally, we have some 765,000 people who've joined AMC Investor Connect in the past 13 months. Likewise, based on the popularity of the original I Own AMC NFT that we issued back in January to AMC Investor Connect members, to those who are in AMC Investor Connect or to those who joined by August 31, 2022, they will also be entitled to receive a free updated version of that I Own AMC NFT. Make it a pair. When I think about this pandemic and the journey we have all been on together for the past 2.5 long years, I am ever mindful of our shareholders' dedication to AMC Entertainment, and if I can speak personally for a second, of their trust in me as its CEO. I want everyone listening to this webcast today, or on replay later, to know once again that my every decision and my every action is intended to work for the long-term benefit of all of our shareholders. I act and think like a shareholder because I too am a shareholder, and a big one at that. At the current AMC share price, I now own outright approximately $15 million of AMC stock. And counting in also my previously granted but unvested shares, assuming they vest at so-called target vesting levels, I have more than a $50 million economic stake in AMC. This is pretty obvious stuff, but that is a powerful incentive for me to do what is right for all of our shareholders. All throughout this effort, I've always been candid. I've always tried to keep my word to our shareholders. Always. I promised only a few months ago that we would be bold. And to that end, a few months ago, I promised that at the right time, we would pounce. Well, today, we pounced.